Welcome to Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, formerly known historically as Three Rivers Stadium, one of the most historic sites in football for today's undefeated matchup. The 2-0 LA Chargers on the road, led by Justin Herbert coming out of the tunnel, ready to take on the black and gold brigade of the Pittsburgh Steelers, also undefeated through 2 weeks, led by Russell Wilson. Both these teams have had quite different paths to get here. Pittsburgh has taken a much more defensive route on their way here, a 10-3 win in week number 1. But last week they really turned on the burners offensively in a blowout win in Denver with a revenge game for Russell Wilson. And as for the LA Chargers, a bit of an easy schedule to thank for their record so far this season. A win against the Raiders in an AFC West matchup earlier in week 1, and last week defeating the worst team in football last season, the Carolina Panthers. Regardless, both these teams walking in here undefeated. Only one of them going to leave with that title to their name. And which one that will be, we will find out in a matter of about an hour or so. And it looks like the Steelers will start with a football. So it will be Russell Wilson to take over first. And we are locked, loaded, ready to go for another 1 o'clock matchup here in week number 3. 10 minutes on the clock as per usual as we open up stream. And we had a kickoff first, and here we go. Dicker on for the kickoff. We're underway. Return will be taken from the end zone for Pittsburgh, and Wilson will start this drive at his own 28-yard line. With a good return, welcome everybody joining me today. What up, John Zeller, diehard Fitz fan, SM, NFL roster guru, Scribble, everybody else joining me throughout. And here is Russell Wilson. 16-11 last year. No, it's 2022. I was about to say, there's no way he was that bad last season. Forgot Madden's a year behind. What up, Santorio? I think the Chargers got this one. If you want to know who you picked for this game, I am not going to be able to tell you today because the pick'em is 26-22 in favor of, I think, Pittsburgh. So it is very, very close. And here we go. First play from scrimmage today from Acrisure Stadium, as Wilson will launch down the middle, incomplete. And this is the home opener for the Pittsburgh Steelers, week 1, getting a road win in Atlanta, and week 2 getting a road win in Denver. So their fans are ready for Steeler football, or are they? Are Steeler fans ever ready for it? What up, it's Darnold season? Russ firing that one incomplete, intended for Pat Freiermuth. One of these two teams will be 3-0 at the end of the day. Which one will it be is the question on a flat pass to Cordell Patterson and a loss of a yard. Going the wrong direction. I still don't know why Patterson gets more touches than Jaylen Warren. I really don't get it. I mean, he's back on the field again. I don't understand why Madden does that. On a 3rd and 11, Charger defense trying to force the 3 and out. Ross back to pass, excellent protection. Stepping left, and he will take off, and he is knocked down at the 29. Asante Samuel Jr. was not the one who tackled. I'm not sure why they flash gave it to him. It was Derwin James with that tackle. And the Charger defense cooking early. So the Pittsburgh Steelers will go 3 and out as they open up a lot recently in the past season, but try to turn a new leaf with a new offensive coordinator. Arthur Smith now calling the plays. Hasn't made a big, significant difference yet, but that might change. Welcome, eggs off. And out comes Justin Herbert, Jay Herbo, onto the field for the first time today. Couldn't have asked for a much better start if you were the Chargers. They are satisfied with that. I'm going to try to keep chat loading today, but my iPad is unbelievably laggy today for whatever reason, so try my best. Justin Herbert under center on 1st and 10. Quick pass down the middle, caught by Hayden Hurst, and the game's longest play is a gain of 7. What up, Skeptic? Welcome, welcome. Scribble, did you hurt your ankle chasing the hose, bro, or what? Chasing the baddies? What up, King Chavert? Still recovering from yesterday's loss. That was a brutal one. 51 points from New Orleans, unexpected. Hayden Hurst with the opening Charger completion on a gain of 7 yards. Now a handoff here. Looks like this is Gus Edwards up the middle. Familiar with AFC North football more than anybody else on this roster with a gain of just a yard. Ladd McConkey today, we'll see. Crazy story, Scribble. Oh, boy. When is it ever a normal story with this guy? Let's be honest. Now the Pittsburgh defense trying to return the favor with a 3-and-out themselves. And a handoff down the middle. Looks like this is Dobbins, and he is going nowhere. It's Vidal. Yeah, it's something I'll never understand with Madden rosters, right? I'll have a starting running back and a backup running back for every team. Running back 1, running back 2 on the depth chart. And, you know, for, let's say, 20 out of 32 teams, that's how it works. But for the Chargers and the Steelers, Dobbins and Warren will never see the field. And I don't understand why. J.K. Scott on for the punt. As this one is end over end. Pretty good kick and returnable up to the 21-yard line. That is a defensive start for today. Anybody think Russ will have a comeback this year? I mean, I don't know about a comeback. He kind of came back a little bit in the middle of the year last year. But, man, I don't know. I hope not as a Browns fan, but we'll see. We will have to see. 2-1-2 basketball. All right, Scribble. Run heavy formation here for the Pittsburgh offense back on the field. And a handoff to Najee Harris up the middle. Got the game's opening first down on a gain of 12. And we have finally gained more than 10 yards on a drive. You can tell it's going to be a snooze fest. I have a feeling it's going to be a defensive game. I think we might actually have the most turnovers in this game than any other game that we've had so far this season. Wilson back under center on a 1st and 10. And he will fake the handoff. No, give the handoff here to Harris up the middle with a gain of 3. The steps he took getting towards that handoff looked a lot like a fake. I think Russ will be serviceable, but never back to his prime. I agree. The interception at the goal line ruined his prime. That was the end of it for me. Couple of consecutive carries for the Alabama running back, Najee Harris. And here is number 3 up the middle, and nothing going that time. Back to the line of scrimmage. Well, I actually kind of forgot the Chargers were undefeated before today. I thought they were 1-1 the entire time. And if you haven't heard already, I'm losing my voice slowly. It has been a brutal last 24 hours. Trying to keep health during the summer, but we'll see what happens. Russell Wilson now out of the empty on 3rd and 7. Chargers blitz in 5. Wilson stepping right, evading pressure and throwing away. 1 for 3 with -1 yards. Derek Carr would be disgusted with a stat line like that. Absolutely disgusted. I'm not even going to try to load stream anymore on my iPad. I'm just going to continue to read chat. That's about it. On for the punt is Cameron Johnston. 1 first down in 3 drives as that one almost blocked, and there's a penalty marker down, and I think we might have roughing the kicker, and the Steelers might get the easy way out here on the first down. How about that? Khalil Mack, too, of all people. Unreal. Pickens, Fulton, Jefferson, Saban Jr., Palmer Johnson, Porter Jr., Wilson. Yeah, that's a lot of matchups to watch out for, but we get to see more of the Steeler offense here. Commentary solely in chat. I mean, I could. That's true. Not a terrible typer. Give me the right keyboard, and I could make it work. Well, that's a pretty bizarre way for the Pittsburgh drive to continue. Steelers will have it now. 1st and 10 at the Charger 49. As Wilson stepping right, throwing down the field. It is caught. And the first positive gain today for the quarterback of Russell Wilson. Gain of 9 to Van Jefferson. And I said if they could beat us at a game to 3, they could have our ball. It was like 10-4. So I was getting, 10v4. Dang. Bro made a losing bet. Van Jefferson with the catch and run of 9 yards. Now 2nd down and a yard. Wilson, quick pass down the middle. It is dropped incomplete. Van Jefferson, the intended receiver, once again knocked out by Colson. What about Gilliam? I was Steelers quarterback, Madden 23-24. Did you do better than Kenny Pickett? That's all I want to know. Still won. Attaboy. Ankle roll. I got you. See where the Steelers go here on 3rd and 1, and a handoff to Najee Harris up the middle. Full speed ahead. Nobody slowing down a rate train of Najee Harris. I'd love to see how, what the gain was on that play, but I don't understand. Madden has just recently started doing that. What up, Kirk Cobain? Commander's in the building. Yes, sir. Stream's lagging 3 minutes behind on my screen. Couple of first down carries on this drive from Najee Harris. Now 1st and 10. 2 receivers left and right of Russ, and he will fire left sideline, caught by George Pickens. His first catch today. Khalil Mack and my aunt were in school together. Really? It really is a small world when you start to read in between the lines of everybody in chat all of a sudden. Everyone has a background of like supporting a player or playing with a guy or something along those lines. Run heavy formation right on 2nd and 5, but Wilson looking to throw. Pressure coming, and Joey Bosa has a sack. So the Ohio State Buckeye getting in the backfield, taking down Russell Wilson. And the Steelers back to the original line of scrimmage at the 29-yard line. Russ out of the empty, 5-wide look for Pittsburgh, and a 5-man rush to account for it. Wilson down the middle, he will step into a throw caught by Pickens. Football is loose, he lost it on the way down, and the Chargers had the game's opening turnover. Oh, George. George. Well, we'll have to take an extra look to see if the hip of Pickens was down. I believe it likely was there on the Joey Bosa tackle. But for the moment, fumble scooped up by Christian Fulton. It is going to be an absolute... This is prime Pittsburgh Steeler football right here. The ugliest game of all time. Their fans just crave it. But this will get overturned, I think. Teammate got the worst shooting form I've ever seen. Nah, I bet mine's worse, to be honest. I'd probably compare. And as expected, we will get a booth review. The officials will take another look at this one to see if the left hip of George Pickens was down. I think that is pretty obvious, but good for the officials to let the play ride to determine who picked up the fumble anyway. But it should be a Pittsburgh Steeler football. And it will be. What up, Love Morgan? Welcome back. Substitute teachers Bart Starr. Wow. And here's the call on the field. So Pittsburgh will retain possession. 4th and 5 at the 24. That's pretty crazy. Bart Starr, a substitute teacher. Chris Boswell on for the game's opening field goal attempt, 41 yards away to open up the scoring, and he's got it. Right down Broadway. That is really cool, actually. I mean, just imagine walking into class one day and Aaron Rodgers is sitting there with his feet up on the desk as a substitute teacher. That's crazy. What up, Sports Beast? Tutored an NFL player while he was in college? Wow. Y'all got some crazy stories, man. That is pretty crazy. Yeah, okay, now my stream is 4 minutes and 36 seconds behind, and it's still lagging. Unreal. One of my friends with the high school with Tajay Spears. Wow. Tennessee Titan legend. Boswell on for the kickoff. The Steelers open up an ugly game so far. With the opening points, a return will be taken here out of the end zone for Los Angeles up to the 22. And out comes Justin Herbert for his second drive today. I'm not even going to keep stream loading, to be honest with you. I'm just going to pause it, leave it, and be done with it. What up, Jason Hagan? Welcome. But, yeah, this has been an ugly game so far. Chargers have won both games by 1 possession, I believe. So there is that, too. The fullback in the backfield here on 1st and 10. Gus Edwards will get the carry up the middle, and he's got the first Charger first down on a gain of 11. Oh, we got another Steeler fan in here. Scribbles accomplice. Or maybe not a Steeler fan. Maybe just a Steeler pick'em today. Which I think I also picked Pittsburgh, so. Head over heart, chat. 2.5 to go in the opening quarter here at Acrisure Stadium. And a defensive-ended game so far. 5-man rush, Herbert down the middle in traffic and incomplete. And Cam Hayward going down to injury the long time Pittsburgh Steeler. That's a brutal injury, but JPJ right now winning the battle against Quentin Johnston. Bro, listen, all right? I pick who I think's going to win, not who I want to win, all right? That's just the way it works. That's how life goes. Another run-heavy formation here for Los Angeles after the Justin Herbert incompletion. Quick handoff to Gus Edwards, and TJ Watt is there, combining with Patrick Queen on the tackle. Picking him up, I got you. Being a Steelers fan is like, being a Steelers is liking mid every year. Being a Steelers fan, I got you. Yeah, I don't know how it's enjoyable to watch Steeler football, but it cannot be. Pittsburgh fans on their feet here at Acrisure Stadium. 3rd and 8. Herbert off the play action. Rolling left away from pressure. Throwing deep down the field, incomplete. Looking for Quentin Johnston. And Armani Watts all over that one. Or Ryan Watts, I should say. All over that one. Sports piece, I'm not going to lie. I don't think I'm going to be able to check that today. There are 48 total pick'ems, and the split today is 26-22. So I'd have to dig deep to figure that one out. And the Chargers will punt after an initial first down. Looks like they're all fits and locked in, but all for none. Return will be taken here from the 20 up to the 27-yard line. And out comes Russ. That's because I don't know. My family's insane. Was it Officer 911 who passed away on one of the flights? Oh, it's really unfortunate, man. Being a Cowboy fan comes with a terrible allergy to the NFC title game. Ooh, scribble eggs off beef incoming. Don't even think about timing them out because you're getting flamed either, eggs off. That's the easy way out. You got to find another route. Steeler offense back on the field, hanging on to a 3-point lead is Wilson, unleashing one left side, caught on the check down to George Pickens. What WBG Pro Madden 25, I'll be with either Giants or Raiders. I think Raiders will be a fun quarterback. I mean, you got Devontae Adams out there, so that'd be pretty cool. Giants really didn't have too many options, so we'll see about that. Russ with 2 receivers right and 2 to his left here on a 2nd and 4. Dropping back to pass once again. He will go down the middle. He had George Pickens open, but he overshot him. When was the last time we won a playoff game? Ooh, playoffs. Ooh. Have the same allergies to playoffs for some reason? Dang. Poor Fitz fan, man. He's been going through a drought. Pittsburgh now facing a 3rd down of their own. Trying to avoid a 3-and-out. Right side passes dropped incomplete. Cordell Patterson, the intended receiver. Talked about him last week, making a lot of appearances in the backfield and special teams. And as a receiver, going to be a much like a hybrid player, almost like a Taysom Hill. But I would argue a little bit younger, a little bit more athletic than Taysom Hill. Cameron Johnston back on for the punt as the Steelers drive comes to a close. Typical Pittsburgh Steeler football. A close game all the way. Doesn't mean it has to be entertaining. Has a fair catch called for at the 22. Well, this game's been mid so far, but that doesn't mean tomorrow night's game is going to be the same at all. Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos hit the road to take on Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, looking for their first win of the season, despite having one of the best offenses in football through 2 weeks. We are under a minute to go here in Pittsburgh in week number 3. A handoff to Gus Edwards going right side. Long-time Baltimore Raven picks up just a yard on his 4th carry. And there is another Baltimore Raven, Patrick Queen, with the tackle. 0-0 tie would have fed families today. If there's ever going to be a tie in my Sims, I hope it's 0-0. It's just the way it should be. See if Herbert will throw the football here on 2nd and 9, and he looks to. Left side, nice route running on the sideline, and a gain of 15. And that looks like Joshua Palmer on the reception, and it is. Now, 0-0 tie would absolutely feed, you know. How many of those have there been in NFL history? I think there's been at least a couple, if I'm not mistaken. Final play of the opening quarter, I formation look. And a handoff, no, a fake handoff to Edwards. Herbert slinging it right side down the field, and there is Palmer once again with a large gain into Steeler territory. All the way down to the Steeler 35. And the Chargers driving to end the quarter. Might be cooking up something. I think he might be. Flipping sides of the field to begin quarter number 2. 10 minutes left in the opening half. Herbert dropping back to throw the football. Unleashing one left side on the sideline. Caught by Hayden Hurst. Gain of 9. And the Chargers finding their rhythm here on their 4th drive. Wait, is it? No, it's their 3rd drive. That's right. Steelers have had 3. Chargers have had 3. This is their 3rd ongoing. Herbert now with Palmer to his left in a bunch formation right. 2nd down and 1 at the Pittsburgh 27. Four-man rush this time. Herbert down the middle. In traffic. Delivers to Johnston. Wow, what a pass. Threading the needle is an understatement for that one. There were 4 black jerseys in the middle of the football field, and he put it in the breadbasket. Holy cow. Can't play much better coverage than that if you're Deshaun Elliott. That was just improvisation at its finest. Best throw of the day for either quarterback. Justin Herbert starting to find his rhythm here on their third drive. Looking to punch it into the end zone. Hand off to Edwards up the middle. And he has got the goal line. The Chargers take an early lead. Wow. And the winning this week, you're going to be actually watching streams in your time zone for once. There you go. Coming to the East Coast. Gus Edwards knows all about AFC North football. Taking this one 9 yards out all the way to the end zone. Watching some Madden 25 edits on TikTok. It took them 10 years to finally have something decent. It looks better. I will say that the AI is not something that they typically focus on a ton, right? They want to focus on Ultimate Team for microtransactions. They want to focus on franchise for, I don't know, all the franchise gurus, right? For, you know, the people that want to build a team, rebuild, create a dynasty somewhere else. Who knows? But for once, they actually cater to the simulation, I guess, community. That is a rare thing because we are, like, few and mighty. Like, we want content, but we don't have enough people to beg for it, so that's the way that works. Short kick here, returnable from the 1 yard line for Pittsburgh, and a broken tackle will result in a return up to the 24. What up, Arturo? Or Arturo, I should say. First and foremost, Chargers suck. Second, what time Saturday is the Raiders game, week 3, California, LA time. It will be 5 o'clock your local time. It is 8 o'clock on the East Coast. But I appreciate you tuning in once again, my friend. Well, good thing you got here now and not 2 minutes ago when the Chargers scored that touchdown. Probably would have had a little bit less of a reaction, but rest assured this game is going to be close the entire way. That is the Pittsburgh way. That's all I can say about it. Pittsburgh now facing a 4-point deficit, 9:06 left in the opening half. Wilson back to work down the middle. He will find one of his receivers on a slant, and that's a gain of 13. Rowan Wilson with the catch and the run. Yeah, we get there with the legs. Can't complain about that. Roman Wilson with his first catch today. Had one last week as well in the win over Denver. And a revenge game for Russ. And here on the slant, this is caught by Van Jefferson. Get aboard, can be home that time. Thanks so much, Miss Football. And this brings back the vibe of all the summer. Yes, sir. That is pretty much why I do it. All the people that miss football, and not to say you don't enjoy other sports, but you don't enjoy them as much. Football fever, as I like to call it. Russ under center on a 2nd and 5. See if the Chargers bring some pressure here. As a handoff to Najee Harris, he will bounce it back left side. Good vision. Able to gain 3 yards on his 5th carry. Denzel Perriman on the tackle. We're already 23 minutes into this game, or in a stream, I should say. That is brutal. Madden 22 streams fed, you know. Fed families. Wilson now on a 3rd and 2. Once again, 2 receivers to either side. At the Pittsburgh 46, 4-man rush. Pass down the middle, incomplete. Looking for Roman Wilson again, I believe. And that was Van Jefferson that time. But the Steelers, once again, will end their drive at a punt. Cameron Johnston better be the most high-paid player on this team by the end of the day. Johnston back on the field for the punt for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their drive comes to a close, and this is a pretty good punt. To the right sideline, out of bounds at the 22. Thought it was going to be a lot better than that. Thought for sure. Oh, scribble. Cowboys scored 27 points in your last Super Bowl appearance, which is conveniently how long it's been since they made it to the title game. Dang, just something I found neat. Bro dove deep for that one. That was some research. That required some time, effort, and insight right there. That is a respectable encounter with statistics, my friend. Lots of receivers on the strong side of Justin Herbert as he looks to extend the Charger lead. Right side passes out there and caught by Edwards up the sideline, evading Cole Holcomb's tackle, making his way to the 23. Lakers fan, but I'm upset. The Celtics won their 18th before us, and my LA Kings, long gone, not in the Stanley Cup. My Dodgers rolling right now. Doing okay here and there, but I really do miss football. Me too. As a Cleveland fan, the Guards are doing great too, but just not the same. Looks like the Steelers will drop their linebackers here. Quick pass left side of Hayden Hurst, and he will be taken down at the 28. What's crazy about this game is that the Chargers are an 81 overall and the Steelers are an 80, and both these teams play like they're 60s. Simply because their offenses are just, well, I don't know, the Chargers' offense should be pretty good, but the Steelers' defense is just that good. Yinzer Nation on their feet here in Pittsburgh. High snap and a halfback draw up the middle, and the Chargers will move the chains. It is Kenny Vidal once again. Should be J.K. Dobbins, but why does Madden, why would they care about a depth chart? What up, Chili? 99% sure you picked LAC. Lucky for you, you have the whole spreadsheet. So you can decide where you look at that at your discretion. Good conversion there from the LA Chargers. They have been undefeated so far this season for a reason. Herbert down the middle finds Hayden Hurst. Nice strike from Jay Herbo. All the way to the Pittsburgh 42. Cavs fan, you guys deserve to make the finals. The Celtics, Mitchell and Allen were missed really, really bad. Yeah, I agree. We won game 2, and I'm like, oh, this is great. Jared Allen's going to get healthy. Donovan Mitchell had a good game. We're coming back to Cleveland. We're going to do something good here, and yeah. It's all right, though. Bickerstaff got fired. We got a new coach coming in. We'll be all right. Midway through the second quarter, Herbert now facing a 5-man rush. Right side pass finds Hayden Hurst. A big hit from Watt, but it's caught. Nice hands there from Hayden Hurst. Does anybody have Hayden Hurst, by the way, in fantasy? I don't believe so. I heavily considered taking him over Trey McBride. But, I don't know. Threw that wild card in, because why not? Once again, the Oregon quarterback got to the empty. This time it is 1st and 10. Once again, 5-man rush. Quick pass left side. That one away and low from Hayden Hurst. Herbo feels weird to say. I don't think so. Herbo with Turbo, that'd be tough. That would be pretty cool. Rare misfire here from Justin Herbert. Makes 2nd and 10. 4:52 left now. And Herbert back to work. Checking it down right side to Vidal. Up the sideline. Able to get back to the 30. That'd be kind of cool, but I call him J Herbo because there's a musician named G Herbo. Just kind of sounds similar. Can't go wrong with that. Watch that happen this drive. That'd be crazy. 21st offensive play of the afternoon for the LA Chargers. Fake snap. Now an actual snap taken by Herbert, who will uncork one down the middle, knocked down by Patrick Queen. And the Pittsburgh defense will get off the field, forcing just a field goal. Eastern Conference next year against the Sixers or Knicks. Celtics won't go far this season again. Believe that. All right. I'm here for it. Cameron Dinker on for the field goal attempt, 47 yards away, looking to make it a touchdown lead for LA. Kick is up, and it is good. There you go. Chargers ahead by 7 midway through the second quarter. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm definitely a fan of the Browns, right? I'd say I'm a moderate Guardians fan. I don't watch them a ton. I watch them when they're on. I always keep track of the games, though, for the most part. But, when it comes to the Cavs, man, I don't know. Regular season NBA basketball is just, ugh. I can't get around to it. Who do the Raiders play in week 4? I'm not sure. Only have the week 3 schedule. But I'm probably a bigger LeBron fan than I am a Cavs fan, to be honest with you. Not going to lie. Cameron Dinker on for the kickoff. Back and away. Once again, a returnable kick taken here by Pittsburgh. Up the middle by Calvin Austin to the 23. Just saying, if you want to catch in touch with the chat, you can become a member and get this. Yes, sir. That is true. That is pretty bold of an emote right there. Not as bold, but it is more powerful. Best believe that. But you know what? I stream for free. YouTube pays me, so you guys don't have to. That's the way I look at it. Russ now with 4:09 left in the opening half, going back to work and throwing an immediate incompletion. He has looked not good. That's for lack of a better term. Although I think it's probably the best term. Can't even go into detail how he has been today. 7 of 14, under 50 yards, just not great. Wilson now, after a 7 for 14 start to this game, looking to find some consistency in his rhythm. Left side pass down the sideline. George Pickens going to outrun it. Yeah, he does not look too good right now, does he? Public sounds fire. No worries. Yeah, Public's chicken, I've heard, is incredible. So I've been told. Najee Harris in the backfield on a 1st and 10. Will be a blocker this time for Russ as he looks to evade the sack. Turning it upfield, and he has got some juice in his legs, diving down at the Charger 35. Wow. There you have it. Russ is cooking. Also, now it's probably a good time to mention my token of appreciation. Yesterday's stream was a crazy good one. 17 likes was awesome. Wilson now working with 3 minutes left. Try to tie this game at 10 apiece. Quick pass right side is out there and caught up the sideline. Van Jefferson exiting out of bounds at the 28-yard line. No way he runs the ball like that in 2024. He can occasionally. I believe he had a rushing touchdown against the Browns last year. Number 2 behind Popeyes? Okay. I'll take your word for it. Under 3 minutes left now in the second quarter. Wilson stepping into this throw down the middle. There's Pat Fryermuth, the former Penn State Nittany Lion. And a native here to the fans in Pittsburgh. You're a Browns fan too, right? Yeah. Play next week. Yes, Browns Raiders week 4. It's true. You are correct about that. Looking forward to that matchup. Wilson now with a sense of urgency back to the line of scrimmage. From the Charger 10, looking to punch it into the end zone, and he will do just that to the rookie, Roman Wilson. That is his first touchdown in the NFL. Been looking for it for a while. And he's got it. Took off first half, but the Steeler offense has woken up, and Russell Wilson gets the rookie his first touchdown in the big leagues. That's a good start for the Steeler offense, or a good continuation, I guess I should say. On for the extra point is Chris Boswell. Kick is up, and it is good. Russ is still fit. Sierra keeps him in shape, yeah. I'm not going to lie. Russ's archetype is good enough to stay in shape for a while. Like, there's less mobile quarterbacks like Bo Nix and that are much younger than him, right? So there's that Steelers side kick for Pickens to get Ayuk. I really don't think Pittsburgh's going to get Ayuk. I think New England will get him, if anybody. But I think he's going to stay. He's still under contract in San Francisco. People forget about that. Boswell went for the kickoff. Davis will take this return from his own end zone. It'll be 2-minute drill time for Justin Herbert, starting at his own 21. Browns haven't beat the Raiders since 2014. That's a decade ago. You're right. We lost to you in 21. I was at that game in person when Carlson kicked a game-winning field goal. 2020, I was also at that game in the during the COVID year. It was raining sideways, and the wind was unbelievable. I don't remember if you remember the opening field goal to that game. That blew, like, straight sideways. It looked like it was going to go wide right and ended up wide left. But that was a crazy game. That's for sure. Chargers in the 2-minute drill here. 1st and 10, all tied up at 10 apiece, and a run up the middle by Gus Edwards. Gain of 5. Yeah, I think I've been to... It's the only game I've been to, like, Browns-Raiders multiple times. It's pretty crazy. After the 2-minute warning, see what the Chargers have dialed up here. Pass down the middle is caught to Ladd McConkey. Another rookie calling his name for the first time today. There you have it. Dude, I'm sorry, Scribble. You might not be familiar with Northeast Ohio weather. Raining sideways is a common terminology, especially when you are, like, meters from the lake. Mere meters. Los Angeles now taking some time with them. On 3rd down and 2, don't want to give the Steelers too much time in case they do not convert. But Herbert won't have to worry about that, slinging it down the middle in a gain of 9. 2014 is at my old job. Push cards says a Vallarta grocery store. Good times. Yeah, I feel like everybody at some point has worked at a grocery store or something like that. Got to get the retail experience, the fast food experience. You just got to know. You got to have a bad job to appreciate a good job, I feel like. That's just the way the world works. Safe to say this is a good one. Less than a minute now for Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers to take a lead back before halftime. And an all-out blitz is coming, and Herbert cannot step away from Cole Holcomb. 7-yard sack for the second-year Pittsburgh Steeler and former Washington Commander. And the Chargers go in the wrong direction. All right, Scribble. We'll win the division soon, man. I'm hoping. We'll have to see. LA, once again, not in any hurry. Taking the time all the way down to 10 seconds, and you got to wonder if they took a little bit too much time off the clock. Right side passes up the field to Palmer, and a timeout is taken with 4:06 left. This has been a mid-game, but it's been a tolerable mid-game. It's been like we've had 4 drives in a row that were really boring, and then a couple drives in a row that were really entertaining. I feel like that's every Steelers game, to be fair. Full of rebuttals. But a Hail Mary attempt here. See if we can have something special. Final play before halftime here. All squared away at 10 apiece. Justin Herbert. Quick pass left side is out there and caught by Hayden Hurst up the sideline. But we have it at halftime. Thought he was going to throw it deep there for a second. I don't really understand what the whole idea of that is. Like, it's just never going to work. Unless you do a hook and ladder or like a Chiefs play against the Cowboys. I don't know. We need the Hail Marys back for Madden 22. That's the one thing I'm going to ask EA for. Go to their headquarters in California. Actually, if somebody's in California, help a brother out. Egzoff or Arturo. One of you just go to EA for me, knock on their doors, be like, hey, MSG sent me. He needs your help. Make the AI in this game a little bit better. A little bit more tolerable. Need to make the games more realistic. That is all we ask for. LA gets the ball to begin half number 2. And a pretty mildly entertaining first half. And it'll kick off here with Boswell. On for the kickoff. Davis on the return will take this from his own end zone. And this drive is starting way back at the 16. Give the ball to playmaker, see what happens. It's kind of a Hail Mary, I guess. But they don't have a... Hayden Hurst is not a Tyreek Hill type of playmaker, you know what I mean? That's why what the Chiefs did against the Cowboys worked out so well. But it doesn't work out for very many other teams. They would not say, who am I? They know me. I'm kidding. They don't know me. Sometimes it's not good to win the division. That is true. Sometimes it's not good to start 11-0. Chargers open up half number 2 with the football. Seeing if they can take the lead back as Herbert strikes right side to the rookie McConkey. Knocked down hard by JPJ. One of the best corners in football last season, according to PFF. Actually, that's not true at all. Martin Emerson Jr. had a better PFF grade than JPJ, but whatever. Good looks, chat. Much appreciated. Former Baltimore Raven Gus Edwards in the backfield once again. On 2nd and 6, getting a left side handoff, looking for a gap, and he almost got away from Patrick Queen. But a Raven on Raven tackle for the second time this afternoon. Plaid McConkey has done next to nothing today. Who is that? Who's what? Steeler defense trying to pitch an opening drive, 3 and out to begin half number 2. Herbert off the play action, checking it down and complete. Didn't work out too well. That 2020 season is the Browns' version of the 72 Dolphins? Yeah, really is. Yeah, but you can't, I mean, listen, man. Losing, you guys just got to hear me out about this, man. I'm going to get philosophical for a second. As J.K. Scott on for the punt. We'll get this back and away and no return. Fair catch call for 30. I will say that losing only makes winning that much sweeter. If you start all the way at rock bottom and get all the way to the top, that feels a lot better than starting to become a fan of a team when they're already at the top. And then the downfall hurts even more. When you have no expectations, you start to appreciate it more. And your pessimism starts to leave a little bit. That's the way it is. Ross under center on 1st and 10. Pittsburgh trying to take their first lead since it was 3-0, and Wilson trying to advocate for that on the ground. Nice run of 18 to open up this drive. Oh, I knew you were joking, but now that you said that, he's going to turn up. You already know he's going to go crazy in the second half. You let me cook, Scribble. You are ready. Trust me. There are a lot of franchises that are ready. Nice gain of 18 there for Wilson on his second carry today. Been pretty effective with his legs, and so was Najee Harris, but this time, not too effective. Gain of about 1.5 yards. Bandwagon fans are the worst. Yes, I cannot stand them. Really can't. Because they can't really, I don't know, they just can't appreciate the lows. To appreciate the highs, you got to experience the lows, you know. This time it is Cordell Patterson, former Atlanta Falcon, in the backfield with a handoff down the middle, and he will pick up just a gain of 2. Niners fans know how that is. Not so sure about the winning part, but we know rock bottom. I don't know if you know about rock bottom. Do you? The only season you can, think about rock bottom is 2017. And we were still below you, so you weren't rock bottom. But fair enough. Wilson and the Steelers back across midfield, 3rd and 7. Looking to convert down the middle, wide open. Pat Fryermuth inside the 35. And a nice conversion there from Russ. Russ got the wheels, yes sir. Score prediction 2017, Steelers win. Ain't far off, it's true. 2017 Browns is definitely rock bottom, yeah. Doesn't get much worse than that. Once again, Patterson in the backfield on 1st and 10. Wilson dropping back, quick pass right side low, and it is caught by Roman Wilson through traffic. Okay. Both these quarterbacks getting a little bit risky. Threading the needle a bit. Can I honestly say I've been a Bears fan for 38 years, what a ride, won the ship when I was 5, and here I sit watching Sims to see the Bears win. Gotta love it, man. See if the Pittsburgh Steelers can string together their 3rd consecutive first down. Down the middle it goes. It is dropped. Incomplete. Only 8:42 and you're tired? Yeah. I don't even blame you. Holy cow. Josh Naylor, 2nd home run of the day. Guardians are dominating right now. Unreal. Josh Naylor's such a dog, man. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. And a delayed handoff to Patterson, who takes it up the middle to the 20-yard line. They really can't get worse than the 2017 Browns, and that's okay. I admit my team is poverty. That's okay, because when we become good, I can admit to all those calling me a bandwagon, I was here when we were at our worst, and it makes it that much better. Steelers trying to convert a 3rd down and 8. Russ looking to throw the football. Down the middle he goes on a crossing route, and Pickens hit forward to gain 10. And enough to move the chains. It's got to be the luckiest conversion I have ever seen. But it'll work. Good luck against Russ twice a year. Sweep him twice. I hope so. You swept him twice. True. Midway through the 3rd quarter, Pittsburgh trying to take the lead back. Left side passes incomplete. Very dangerous there from Danger Russ. Steelers are a lot better than the Broncos, yeah. It just sucks that when the Browns are at their best, so are all the other teams in the division. 1-31 is outrageous, but I still remember celebrating that Christmas Eve win over the Chargers like it was Christmas. It was great. Russ now 14 of 23 on the day. Bootleg right, stepping back down the middle, and he will fire one. And I think that's Darnell Washington on the reception. No, Michael Pruitt, the fullback. How about it? Another game with no turnovers so far. True, we almost had a full game until the 4th quarter yesterday. You're allowed to do that, Scribble. That's the fandom you support. 3rd and 3 at the 5. Wilson trying to convert another one low and caught for the touchdown. Van Jefferson. I mean, it's obvious you're going to hate the Ravens more because they're most successful compared to you since they have moved into Baltimore. Van Jefferson, former LA Ram, going downstairs and picking that one up. Able to give the Steelers a touchdown lead in the 3rd quarter. It only makes sense, Scribble. Boswell is on for the extra point attempt. Kick on the way, and good. 11 plays, 70-yard, 4-minute 16-second drive for the Pittsburgh Steelers. There you have it. Anyways, send it to the chat real quick. I do have a pennant from our second to last division title that I sent to the Discord. Yes, I'm proud of that. No, I wasn't alive. No, it doesn't matter. Less than a 10% chance of starting. I did see that report. It's Darnold's season. I did. And the Chargers get the ball back. 14 unanswered points from Pittsburgh, and it's time for the Chargers to respond, and they will start this drive at their own 18. Out comes Justin Herbert. Chargers are getting outplayed at the moment. That is true. But there is part of the Browns' corner in all its beauty. You love to see it. Los Angeles begins their second drive of half number 2 from their own 18 with a right side handoff to Gus Edwards, shooting out of a cannon, picking up 11. And an offensive line injury to the Chargers will halt the celebration. Need a turbo Herbo. Hey, man, even if I wasn't alive for that division title, it's good enough, man. What else do I have? A playoff win. 2 winning seasons since I've been conscious. It'll have to work. Justin Herbert back under center. See if the Chargers stick to their run game, and they will continue to ride the hot hand of Gus Edwards. But it might be getting ice cold. Minkah Fitzpatrick on the tackle. So that was not Cole Holcomb. Like, how does Cole Holcomb get credit for that tackle? I don't understand. Maybe I am obsessed with poverty. That's all right. It won't be poverty for long. Edwards picking up a yard on his 9th carry. Here's carry number 10 up the middle, taken down by Cam Hayward. And big old Keanu Benton. Keanu Benton versus Broderick Jones. That would be a legacy matchup to witness. Hacking to your internet, my bad, bro. 3.5 left in the third quarter. Pivotal play here on 3rd and 7 at the 32. Full house is coming, and Cole Holcomb has another sack for the Pittsburgh defense. Could be a Falcons fan. I don't know, man. I'd argue that. I don't know, man. I mean, how many times has Atlanta won the division? A lot. They've been to the Super Bowl at least once before. I don't know. It's bad either way you look at it. J.K. Scott on for the punt once again, but a busy man so far today. And a fair catch called for at the 27. What up, Xavier? Chargers 700 now, they really are. Are the Steelers your division rival? But hey, so as the Chargers are in mine, I want the Starvers chokers to lose any way possible. Keep on doing best choke pull. Dang. That is Brendan Mark's level of hatred right there. And I'm here for it. I am here for it. 14 unanswered for Pittsburgh, and they look to add to that number. Freiermuth in motion right around Russell Wilson. And a handoff to Najee Harris, taken down at the 29 on a gain of a yard. Close game today, and it has been a one-possession game the entire way so far. If you are enjoying the stream, drop a like. Let's try to get to 10 likes before the end of the stream. With 2.5 left in the third quarter. See if the Steelers can add to their total on this drive. Gain of 2 for Najee Harris on the mediocre carry up the middle, which means Wilson is back to work through the air, stepping around the pocket, dancing, throwing right side, caught by GP1 issue, George Pickens, and a gain of 6. Of course, George Pickens. I gotta think about like who I can compare Pickens to in the modern era. I'll think about it. Run heavy formation right on 3rd and 2. Doesn't necessarily mean a run as Wilson throws left side off the helmet and off the helmet of both the defender and Pickens. Incomplete. Taking eye on the ball to a new level. And the Steelers will go 3 and out. What up, Nick Bonomi? AJ Green, that's a good comparison. I like that. Cameron Johnston on for the punt. Pittsburgh going 3 and out once again. Always got to keep it a one-possession game in Pittsburgh. Fair catch, or excuse me, returnable kick here will be taken for the Chargers up to the 31 by Davis. I wish deflected passes could be caught. You know how many times I've watched Gus Johnson's call that Brandon Stokely call against the Bengals, and I'm like, I want to reenact that so bad. AJ Green is a really good comparison. Yeah, I agree. Same division, same type of demeanor. That's a good detail word I would use for it. I remember when he and Jalen Ramsey got into it. That was awesome. Chargers back in possession. Quick 3 and out forced, and already a first down pass low and caught by Palmer. And he will swim and bask in that first down conversion on his 4th catch. I need to see a deflected pass and a miracle. I feel like I'm going to struggle to call like real-life games in football because like of stuff like this. It's going to be brutal. Herbert under center, 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. Well, they hand off to Gus Edwards, and he will break one left side, hit hard by Minkah Fitzpatrick at the 48. Santorio with the donation. Stokely, wow, you have no idea how many times I have run that back to hear the voice of Gus Johnson, my personal favorite commentator in all of sports. The guy I look up to in this department. But I really do appreciate that donut, Santorio. Thank you for your contribution. Under a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Bunch formation left for Herbert. And a strike that direction. Incomplete. Hospital ball in the vicinity of Ladd McConkey. It was not the Bengals, unfortunately. It was the Broncos. Touchdown, Denver. Actually, I could probably go word for word, like midway through that play to the very end. 3rd and 4, the Pittsburgh faithful on their feet here at Acrisure Stadium. Once again, Herbert being pressured left side. Pass is caught by Edwards to convert. I'm trying to think. It was a 2nd and 10. All I remember is batted up, caught Stokely down the sideline. Can they catch him, Stokely? Wow, touchdown Denver, unbelievable. But there were a lot of breaths in between that. 1 or 2 more plays left in the quarter. Justin Herbert making an adjustment to his left and his right. An RPO out left side to McConkey, the rookie. Nice improvisation there from Herbert. And a gain of 5 to end the 3rd quarter. 17-10, Pittsburgh leads, but it'll come down to the final drive as to many of these games. Be a horrible commentator, I would forget the names of a random backup players. I mean, that's what happens when, like, your entire life is dedicated to one hobby, I guess. That's pretty much just the way it is. Which sucks, because I chose the worst sport, because this sport is the shortest. But I also chose the best sport for quality. Opening play of the 4th quarter. Hand off to Gus Edwards, and big Cam Hayward with the tackle at the line of scrimmage. The big fella. Santorio becomes the 14th all-time individual donator on the channel. Much appreciated. 3rd and 5 at the 40. Chargers would love a touchdown, but could settle for a field goal if it comes down to it. But low and caught by McConkey will move the chains. Good enough. That'll do. Yes, I am a Guardians fan, yeah. Not as big as a fan of a baseball team as the football team, but good enough. 1 minute gone by in the 4th and final quarter here. Off the play action, Herbert looking deep left side over the shoulder. Catch is made by Hayden Hurst. 1st and goal. A dime from Justin Herbert. Another absolute peach. He is slinging the rock right now. Dang, Chili. Word for word is crazy. Los Angeles looking to get into the end zone to tie the game at 17. Herbert handing it off to Edwards, and he will make a stiff arm of Benton. But no further, up to the 9. White even Potter passing. Oh, dude, don't even get me started about Paul Allen. My GOAT, you know. If there is a local radio broadcaster that I look up to, it is that guy through and through. 2nd and goal after the 1-yard gain for Gus Edwards. Back-to-back carries for the former Raven, and this one going the wrong way. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, that's where, you know where I got the 2 receivers left and right from was actually Paul Allen in his call against the Buccaneers. Or no, the Cardinals, sorry. Pivotal play here, 3rd and goal at the 10-yard line. Chargers looking for the end zone. Herbert stepping away from pressure. Got to be careful. He will throw it away. Yeah, it was like, I forget what it was, to be honest with you. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Vikings were up like 14 with 4 minutes left. Choked the game away. Final play of the game, Josh McCown throws a dime to the back of the end zone. Unreal. Cameron Dicker on it for the 27-yard chip shot, and this will bring it within 4. Steelers 17, Chargers 13. Yep. It was like, we got to put some guys back there, right? What are we doing? Here's the snap. McCown, 2 receivers left and right, takes the snap. He's all by himself, steps up, fires into the end zone, caught, touchdown. And then his demeanor was hilarious that game, man. The Cardinals have knocked the Vikings out of the playoffs. There are Minnesota Vikings crying on the field. Is perhaps the most hilarious call ever. That was memorable, that's for sure. Short kick taken and returned from the 4-yard line by Calvin Austin. Good return up to the 28. Or the 27, I guess they'll give it to him. Eggs off, back with the troll. That was quick. That was quick. Yeah, then the against the Colts or whatever, making fun of the Colts punter because he used to play for Minnesota and like left them. That was also comedy gold from Paul Allen. Run heavy formation here once again, and a handoff to Najee Harris up the middle. Gain of 6 yards on his 8th carry. Minnesota got knocked out of the playoffs by some random nobody wide receiver. That's true. Fun fact, the Green Bay Packers ended up winning the division because of that game. The Packers gave that guy and his family tickets to their playoff game because of that catch. True story. 6-yard gain on the 8th carry from Harris. Russ off the play action. Plenty of blockers out there. Unleashes one right side. Wide open. George Pickens inside field goal range. That's going to hurt the Chargers' odds right there. Turnover incoming? I don't know. Arturo says no to the turnover. Mixing things up. I think I've said that before last year or the year before. Something along those lines at least. Pittsburgh looking to put this game away with a touchdown drive. Russ down the middle. Dangerous pass incomplete. Painful hit taken there by Van Jefferson. Charger defense has got to wake up, yeah. Fantasy bust last season for me. Luckily I had CMC also. Yeah, I don't even know who I'm going to take for running backs this season. Every year it's someone new, but CMC seems to be the most consistent, at least. Drop pass there by the former Ram, Van Jefferson. Wilson now working on Freiermuth, and he has got a catch and run up to the 31. Flag, uh-oh. All right, we should be back. Haul past the end zone for Breece Hall. Yeah, that'd be tough. You guys are really good with these metaphors, I'm not going to lie. Running clock here, under 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 5. Chargers will drop their linebackers. Wilson down the middle of the field, wide open. Van Jefferson sets up 1st and goal for Pittsburgh. And it's looking out of hand for the Chargers right now. They have given up 3rd down after 3rd down. Khalil Mack almost got to the QB right there. Through the Broderick Jones block. Nearly had it. 10 yards away from a 3-0 start are the Pittsburgh Steelers, looking to get there on 1st down with a bootleg right. Russ checking it down. It is caught by Michael Pruitt. Able to get 6 yards closer to the end zone. And the Pittsburgh offense will continue to chew away the clock. Most run-heavy formation we have seen today. Run-heavy is an understatement. And a bootleg, Russ step and fire into the end zone for the touchdown. That might be the dagger, George Pickens. GP1 issue with the catch in the end zone for the Pittsburgh touchdown in their home opener. Looking to get them a 3-0 record. I say unfortunate, even though I picked the Steelers, because I wanted a really entertaining game until the very end, but I don't think it's out of reach yet. Boswell went for the extra point, kick up, and good. Trust me, if you guys were there for the Vikings-Texans game, you know just as well as I do this game is far from over. But, I don't know. Fantasy surprises for this year. Ooh, that's a great question. I'm telling you, Marvin Harrison Jr. should go first round in a lot of your drafts. I think Kyler is also going to be a pretty good fantasy QB this season that a lot of people write off. Who else for fantasy that I think will do pretty good? Maybe Gabe Davis, now that he's in Jacksonville. Maybe all he needs is a new surrounding. We'll see. Los Angeles facing their largest deficit of the day. Davis on the return, and this is going to help out a whole lot. Davis is going to take this the distance, and the Chargers bring it back within a score. That's why I said, Chad, hang on. Not done yet. Not done yet. Steelers are going to have to do this the hard way. Back-to-back games with a kickoff return. The LA Chargers special teams keeping them afloat late in Pittsburgh. In a way, picking a rookie with my first pick. I mean, obviously, the first overall pick, you're not taking him. But if you have a late first-round pick or like a, I don't know, maybe even the middle, it should be a consideration. Chargers will probably go for 2 here. Unrealistic? I don't think so. I think it's pretty fair. Chargers on for the 2-point attempt, looking to pull this within a field goal in the fourth quarter. Hand off to Edwards, and he will break the plane in the end zone for 2. All right. I got to see how Stephen Kwan finished this game. Or, sorry, Josh Naylor. 3 for 4, 4 RBIs, 2 home runs. Wow. 9 total bases. This game has gotten interesting, chat. I told you can't click away until this game is over. Mathematically, still a chance. Gibbs and Joe Mixon. Fair enough. Quarterback coach for the Vikings. Yes, I did see that. That's interesting. Blackburn so much you would return it. Yeah. That is fair. See if the Pittsburgh special teams can return the favor. On for the return for Pittsburgh is Calvin Austin, and he will cut back up to the 22. What up, Nick Minomi? Josh Naylor going off, and Kwan has a homer, is all I know. Stephen Kwan, I think, actually might have a 400 batting average right now. I've never seen a leadoff hitter as dominant as Stephen Kwan as he is right now. Let me double check that, though. Kwan is batting .397 on the season, which is unbelievable. 4:24 left in regulation. Pittsburgh offense back on the field. Wilson immediately deep through the air left side and incomplete, looking for George Pickens. Kwan on your baseball fantasy team, that must be nice. But yeah, Stephen Kwan, absolute dog. Can't go wrong with the bats of the Guardians right now, which is crazy because last year was the opposite. Russ with the incompletion, looking for George Pickens down the left sideline. Freiermuth in motion behind Wilson. 2nd and 10, handoff to Najee Harris, getting away from Joey Bosa. Turning a gain of nothing into a gain of 6. Glad McConkey is a game-winning touchdown drive, well done 0-2 bet. Where's Patterson at? I remember that return touchdown against Denver. I don't know why he's not returning kicks. He is the designated kick returner on the Pittsburgh Steelers, but he just doesn't kick off. I don't know. I don't get it. Time still running out here for the Chargers. All 3 timeouts remaining, but a stop here would go a long way. Wilson, left sideline pass, knocked down, incomplete. Pivotal play on the sideline by Hart. I don't think Tannehill is with the team. No. Almost picked, indeed. Only good player, him and Paul Skeets, true. Livy Dunn's boyfriend. Cameron Johnston on for the punt. And the Chargers were out of this game not too long ago, but with a kick return and a 3-and-out, right back in it with the football. A chance to tie or take the lead with 3:38 left. I love it. There's nothing better than a one-possession football game as a neutral observer. As an enjoyer of the game, not a fan of a team. It makes it a lot more enjoyable. But here we go. Chargers have a chance to tie or take the lead. Justin Herbert looking for another game-winning drive to add to his resume. Here comes Hayward, passes left, and it's caught by Vidal. 6-yard gain on the 20th completion from Herbert. The Labakaki don't know, go crazy. Brock Purdy a top quarterback this year? No, but I mean for fantasy, yes. But overall, nah. Production does not equal talent. Remember that. Justin Herbert under center after his 20th completion of the afternoon. Left side handoff to Gus Edwards following blockers and breaking down the edge, and Gus Edwards across midfield. Out of bounds with 3 minutes left at the 48. Who is Chael, bro? I do not know who Chael is. The Gus bus, baby. Almost got picked twice. It did indeed. Time is stopped with 3 minutes exactly left in regulation. Herbert deep down the middle. It is caught in stride and into the end zone. Quentin Johnston. Justin Herbert. The heroics. This game is flipped on its head in the last couple of possessions, and the Chargers take the lead. Quentin Johnston, back-to-back weeks with the touchdown. He had the game winner last week against the Carolina Panthers, too. So for a guy whose reputation is about bricks for hands, he is proving that narrative incorrect. Extra point for Cameron Dicker on the way, and good. I know he caught it. Thought it was Ladd. Yeah, he did. Tried to see where Ladd was in comparison. I think he was running a route in the middle of the field there, so no chance to have him for the touchdown, but a missed assignment somewhere for somebody. I think it was Deshaun Elliott, the free safety for Pittsburgh, who's going to have to take the blame for that one. That is true, not a hard catch. Not that one. Neither was his against the Packers, but he dropped it and sold the game. And here we go again. Cameron Dicker on for the kickoff. Calvin Austin ready to return. Taking this from his own 2-yard line. Pittsburgh is shockingly behind now. Return up to the 24. Out comes Wilson needing a touchdown. Field goal does nothing useful for the Pittsburgh Steelers at this point. Nothing at all. It's never over. Emphasis on the never. You know it. Russ and the Pittsburgh Steelers now in the 2-minute drill. Needing a touchdown on this drive to take the lead back. Wilson stepping up, and he will take off. They have got to put a spy on him soon after his gain of 7. Fireworks outside. It's Juneteenth, I guess. People are probably celebrating that. I've not heard fireworks personally, but that does add up. Russ now back in the pistol. On 2nd and 3, time is of the essence for Pittsburgh now. Wilson dropping back deep, left side pass down the sideline, incomplete. Working on Van Jefferson, but Hart is in coverage again. Roman Wilson touchdown incoming? That would be crazy. No. Scribble was about to say something crazy. Why am I not surprised? I feel like you've messaged that at least twice every stream. Important pass breakup there from Hart. Working on Van Jefferson was Wilson. Now on 3rd and 3, got to convert. Down the middle, a crossing route is there. Looks like this is Roman Wilson again, the rookie. Almost had it. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here at Acrisure Stadium. Pittsburgh trying to take the lead late. Out of the 2-minute warning, what does Arthur Smith have dialed up at OC? Screen passes out there to Najee Harris. A couple of blockers down at the 46. If I'm not mistaken, I think Juneteenth is the anniversary of the freeing of the slaves, like officially, something like that. I believe that's what I saw as that definition, but can't confirm it. Minute 35 left now in the 4th quarter. Russ back to work at the Charger 46, four-man rush coming. Wilson right side passes down the field and caught by Van Jefferson. And here we go. This went from boring to intriguing. It really did. Yes, that is what I have heard. Russ out of the empty now. Pittsburgh in the no huddle. Wilson, left side pass down the field, knocked down, incomplete. Roman Wilson had it for a second, but it fell. Dead last leaves were free for a year after the end of the Civil War. Yes, gotcha. I hear you. I got you. 28 yards away from the end zone are the Pittsburgh Steelers as Wilson finding a crossing route. It is George Pickens, a first down and more up to the 12. Tackled down there. Under a minute to go. Pickens over 100 yards receiving. And this is going to get interesting right here. We'll have to see. Less than 40 seconds left now. The Steelers and the Chargers yet to reach for a timeout. Wilson finds Freiermuth, and it is a good enough gain of 8 yards, and it's timeout finally burnt by Pittsburgh. Turnover here would be crazy. We have not had one all game with 29 seconds left. I feel like, I don't know, man. I think Pittsburgh might be more conservative. I think it's going to be a run. I think if they run the football, they're good for that right now. They might consider it. We'll see. Pittsburgh takes their first time out. 2nd and 2 from the 4. Bootleg left. Wilson to the end zone. Incomplete. Pickens was wide open. And he missed him. Bro, acts like the Browns are not 3-0 in my sim. That's crazy. Can't believe that, though. That is an unreal miss. This time it's Cordell Patterson in the backfield on 3rd and 2. Wilson, right side pass to the end zone for the touchdown. Freiermuth, and the Steelers snatch it late. That could be it. Still time on the clock, though. Plenty of it, in fact. Russell Wilson, a game-winning drive in the Steelers' home opener, 2024. It's the Nittany Lion, Pat Freiermuth. Okay, this game went from mid to good. And it could be good to really good, depending on what the Chargers do on this final drive. Boswell on for the extra point, really important one here. Trying to make it a field goal game. Kick is up, and it is good. Pittsburgh ahead by 3. Just enough time to say the pick 'em. We'll see. I think I picked Pittsburgh for this, but I don't remember for sure. Let me check the distribution one more time. It was 26-22 in favor of someone. Although someone else just submitted one, so now it's going to vary even more. Let me see real quick. Summary. This game, it was 27 picks for the Steelers, 22 for the Chargers. Well, Davis ready to return, looking for another miracle on special teams, taking this right side, and a good return up to the 32. Call it the 33-yard line. That is massive. That's a really pivotal return. Lag? Okay, I think we're good now. Should be good now. But wow. Yeah, they could get into field goal range. They probably have 3 plays with all 3 timeouts. I think they have enough time. We will see. Justin Herbert trying to work a miracle here at Acrisure Stadium. 17 seconds, all 3 timeouts. High snap taken. Quick pass left side. Down the seams, caught by Palmer. Inside field goal range. Huge throw from Herbert. And a missed assignment in the secondary from Pittsburgh will cost them perhaps a win in regulation. We'll have to see if it'll make a difference. But that's a huge play. What up, XSM? Wow. Now the Chargers might be thinking about more than just a field goal, but would like to get into more comfortable range. Justin Herbert Deep left side, it is caught. Hayden Hurst busting coverage down the field, and a stiff arm inside the 10 down to the 6. But I don't think it's going to matter. Too little time to question about throwing a play in bounds. You got to kick the field goal. You got to live to see overtime. And I think that is what is going to happen here for the Chargers. Wow. What a stiff arm there, too, by the way. Unreal. All the pressure on Cameron Dicker. And Mike Tomlin only going to add to it with the timeout icing the kicker. Unreal. I really wanted to see him kick from like 55 to tie it. That would have been cool. Going for it would be crazy. But that's a heck of a drive there from Justin Herbert. One heck of a drive. And I think we might see overtime for the second time in 3 days. If this one gets slotted through and good. What a drive from Justin Herbert. Now all the pressure on Cameron Dicker from 23 yards away to tie it and take it to overtime. It is good. 1 second left on the timer. Not quite in overtime yet. But all squared away at 31. We thought we had a game-winning touchdown for the Chargers and for the Steelers, but both of these teams will not give up. They simply won't. 1 tick of the timer left. Can we have some late drama in Pittsburgh? Return would be absolutely insane. I don't think they'll give him a chance, though. They're going to kick it short on purpose. Cameron Dicker on for the kickoff. 1 tick of the clock left in regulation. Short kick returnable here for Calvin Austin from his own 6. Taking it up the middle to the 22, and we have overtime in Pittsburgh. What a game we've had so far, and it will continue into the coin toss as you see the stats right here. So even for both teams today. Not even funny. And the coin toss extremely important. Who is going to win it? It will be the Steelers starting with the football. Big. That is huge for Russ and company. Keep in mind, Houston won the toss, and the Vikings with Sam Darnold never had a chance to rebuttal in their loss in overtime to Houston a couple of days ago. Absolutely chaotic end to this one. No matter how it finishes. Chargers were done for the count at one point. 24-13. I thought Pittsburgh had it in the bag. A kickoff return and another touchdown later. Calvin Austin on the return with momentum from his own 1. Up the middle, shedding off a tackle to the 25. And out comes Russ. Maybe now we're due for a turnover. Maybe. Throwback to week 1 of the 2022 sim season with Pat Pete. Almost called game against the Green Bay Packers with an overtime interception. But set up for the game-winning drive for Dalvin Cook to punch it in against the Packers. That was one heck of a game, you know. One heck of a game. Pittsburgh starts this overtime drive at their own 25. Wilson, left side passes out there and caught by Muth, but no gain on the reception. I need a scoop and score right here. I need a big fella. Who do I need to you know what? Morgan Fox, the big fella. I need him to scoop one up and take it back. That would feed, you know. 61st offensive play today for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2nd and 10, handoff to Najee Harris up the middle, and Najee's got a lane left side, and there goes Najee Harris. One man to beat in the touchdown and game-saving tackle made at the 33. Speed let him down right there at the end. He could have been gone, but he wasn't. Nearly, but not quite. What a run from Najee Harris now, 33 seconds. From the 33, Wilson. Checking it down, and it is caught. Gain of 6. To Van Jefferson. Yeah, I saw the lag. We're good, though. We're back. We are so back, and so are the Pittsburgh Steelers. And their offense, they are cooking up now. Offensively. Charger defense desperately needing a stop here. Trying to get rid of some of the bleeding. Wilson, left side pass down the field, incomplete. Wide open, Pat Freiermuth. And he simply missed him. Brutal. Roman Wilson touchdown incoming. That would be insane. A walk-off to the rookie would be crazy. Haven't had that since Alec Pierce in 2022. 3rd and 4, another important play for both teams here. At the Charger 27, Wilson on a crossing route finds Freiermuth, and he steps forward to move the chains up to the 20. I didn't realize that Russ was cooking, actually. 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. He is locked in. That play might just have decided the game. We'll see. A crucial conversion there from Freiermuth. And a fake handoff to Harris. Pass down the middle of the field is caught, first and goal, Van Jefferson. And that is dangerous for the Chargers. Their backs against the wall now. At the 3. That is rough. 4 plays to work with here at the 3-yard line. Pittsburgh try to punch it in, hand off to Harris up the middle, and he will call game. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's always who wins the coin toss, chat. Always and forever. Wow. An absolute home-opening thriller for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We thought the Chargers won it, we thought the Steelers won it, but in overtime it goes to the black and gold. Anyways, I know the game's supposed to go on because Madden thinks this is playoff football, yada yada. But that is the end of the game. Pittsburgh wins at 37-31. What a game. Didn't expect a lot of offense in this one, but it was delivered. Incredible. Tomorrow's game, though, should consider watching that as well. The trend should continue. Buccaneers, Broncos, a lot of offense. Baker Mayfield should be slinging the football all over the field. But I do appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this absolute overtime thriller. And we hope to see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Later, guys.